To Insurance Alert broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have Mr. Amit, head medical, and we will be talking to him how an individual person can make a living after becoming an insurance agent. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Vivek Ji.
Sir, my first question to you is ki how can a person make a living out of insurance business?
So, Vivek Ji, I think today there is an excellent living to be made out of being an individual agent in the field of insurance. So, when you look at various things that a person can do in the area of self-employment, I think this is one of the very few places where you can make a very, very good living with extremely limited capital investment. You know, typically when you get into any business, you have a significant number of entry barriers. In some places, entry barriers could be that investment required is very high. In some other place, perhaps the educational qualification required to go in is very high, or maybe a space requirement is a limitation. This is probably one line of working where none of these challenges actually come up. As long as you are willing to devote time and you are willing to learn what is all said and done, a legal contract, hence a little bit of a technical subject. So as long as you are willing to do that, educational qualification is really no limitation. You can be a 12th pass, 10th pass. There is still something that we can do for you. Uh, you know, capital is absolutely not something which is required. All you need to make sure is that you have time and you are willing to learn the subject matter well, and you are willing to go out, face rejection, but sell policies, by systematically prospecting your clients. I think to that extent, there's an excellent living to be made as long as you fulfill these criteria. And I think, as you see a lot of banks and a lot of other financial institutions also, one of their largest sources of income has always been the fee income which comes out of selling insurance. So clearly a very lucrative field. And for a minute, even if you put aside lucrative, from the point of view of even doing something really good for your customers, I think there is a great deal of satisfaction that one gets after one has really secured the life or the health or the assets of one's clients. So just to sum up, limited entry barrier, uh, fairly lucrative in terms of income stream, also very, very satisfying in terms of genuinely delivering security to one's clients. That's the way that I would sum it up for you, sir.
But a lot of people are not coming forward, like the insurance, the way it should grow and the way insurance industry is growing. The agency channel is not growing that fast or with that speed.
I agree, sir. And that's something that a lot of people in the industry have to really come together and fight. What is all said and done, a little bit of a public perception issue. Whenever you look at an insurance agent in popular literature or popular cinema, an insurance agent has always been somebody seen as somebody who is a little how should I put it, pesky, uh, doesn't take no for an answer, is very pushy, is a very irritating character. So as a result, there is a popular public perception of, that an insurance agent is somebody you try and avoid to meet, forget about become. Add to that I think, insurance also has a little bit of a way to go in terms of building that trust with the prospective customer. So I think both of these things put together is where you're seeing some of the hesitation that people talk about. So yeah, there's a lot of work which we are going to have to do to be able to take away that hesitation from people. But increasingly, I'm seeing, in fact, people who are you are able to get past that initial level of unfamiliarity. I see a lot of people who are today insurance employees who themselves realize that, there's actually a lot of merit in looking at moving over to the other side and actually becoming an insurance agent. So I think once you get a little bit of familiarity, you realize that, look, there's a lot of merit in this job. But yes, all of us have a role to play in taking away that initial hesitation, that initial little bit of uh, negative perception that this role has very naturally with it.
What your company is doing in this direction, like how you are trying to increase your agents network, and what exactly steps you are taking?
So a couple of things here, Vivek ji. For example, we have you know, a, we've tried to systematically create a situation where, first of all, let's say we run a program called Aspire, where we actually try and create an insurance agency, even as a stepping stone to tomorrow becoming a full-fledged career with the organization itself. So we actually have a 6 month kind of program where you can first become an agent. If you meet certain criteria, you could even become eligible to tomorrow join Magma HDI full time on the roles of the organization. So we are seeing a lot of uptake for that kind of a program. However, that is also, where we are really hoping that after a guy spends 6 months really doing this business, he will realize that he makes far more money by staying as an agent rather than becoming a frontliner in the company. So that's one campaign that we are running. We also do a lot of work in going to educational institutions, very on to graduating batches, trying and speaking to them about a career in insurance. Obviously, there is an overwhelming preference for that profile to first look at salaried employment. But I'm happy to share with you that we do indeed get a lot of people who are in, let's say, a night college, or let's say even a full-time graduation course, increasingly looking at these options. I think with greater security, which previous generations have now built for these graduating people, the overwhelming urge to first find a job and be financially secure is possibly a little less in this generation than it was maybe in a generation or two ago. So I think that's a lot of work that we are doing on that front.
You think the entire industry should unite and work towards increasing the awareness and things like that?
Oh yeah, I would certainly think so. Just like mutual fund sahi hai
Yeah.
is a common platform that
Hmm.
was created to take away that basic perception that equity markets are not for me. So similarly, if there's something which could be done in terms of a common industry forum to kind of fight those basic inhibitions that people have to get into a line like this, that would really help. I think that's a very good idea. Especially, I think, for some time the regulator has been thinking about multiple companies on an individual license, etc. I think as progress gets made towards that, in this kind of a forum or this kind of an initiative would become even easier to go ahead and work out. But yes, that would definitely help.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time, and we will be in touch with you for more updates from time to
Sure,
time.
sure. Thank you very much, Vivek ji.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste.